may I invite you to join, and I'm going to explain you step by step what you could try to experiment with, what you could try to discover, how you could maybe try to feel the content of these words, not only with your everyday thinking, but with the capacity of your body to also think and reveal things to you. Okay, when we look at the T, then the T is attributed to Leo, but the opposite sign to Leo is Aquarius. So warmth in the chest area and air, Aquarius, in the legs. And just move for a while, just the calves a little bit forward and backward, and have an airy feeling there. Just airy, yeah? And feel this lightness of Aquarius, this childiness, but it's full of air and light. But it's still connected with the warmth in here. Some of you could say one is the father of the other. Air and fire, warmth, need each other. And now just stand a little bit and have the feeling that you can create warmth in your calves, and let this warmth stream upwards and carry your arms along. And then just let it stream upwards, but always produce it from down there. And then let go. And like always, we really begin here at the heart. We arrive here first. Feel the breath, the protection of the chest, the realm of the heart, and breathe. And from there, slowly go down through the body, into your legs, and feel the connection to the earth. And feel the uprightness which comes about. But then, turn the hands slightly a bit and create in the calves this stream of warmth which carries the hands up, which carries the arms up. And just constantly stream upwards, and try to notice that when I stream up outside of my body, there's a countercurrent which comes from above downwards, but now in the center. And I create this current downwards through my two currents upwards. And then let go. And awaits the attempt or the sign for I really want to lift myself to the sky. I want really to reach the highest. And through this, a current comes above from the skies down to me and even touching my inner being. And when we now do the same again, just use our fingers to feel the current coming down as a reaction to our streaming up, the gesture of the T comes about. Create this current upwards. Move a little bit into the stream coming down, but keep this current which goes upwards alive, and follow with your fingers which touch each other the stream until it reaches your head. And from there the stream continues down into your heart until it reaches your heart. And let go. Could you see or experience that's a little bit as if the heart would create a heart around the head? Yeah? The head is taken into one's heart. by this gesture. And now, in order to combine it with the words of this text, we do not stop at where the head is, but to just follow this way down through the body with our fingers in front of the body. But actually it's a stream through the body, and it's a stream through 3 areas. It's streaming through the head, through our cosmic part. It's streaming through the body, our center, the social part, and then through our lower body, the being of our earthly being, but also of our health. Let's try to experience this and constantly open up to the side, because this creates the stream from above, but also the openness which allows the stream to come down. Let's do it together with Adele.
From time to time, look into oneself, even if only for 5 minutes a day. At the same time.
Did you manage to do this going down inwardly, which is actually created by your uplifting activity, which you do here? And did you notice that Steiner mentions 3 times time? 3 different times. You have the times here on earth, and you have a quite different time here, from time to time. And then, after the whole meditation, let's say, he says, this should become the same time. The earthly time and the cosmic time, heavenly time, can become the same time. It's like a challenge for us now when we pursue the path. What does Rudolf Steiner suggest us to do in these 5 minutes? And when you arrive here at your heart, I suggest do a ooh slowly forward, but recollect that you have a big heart, and actually do the ooh now in a way that you are not trying to reach somebody else, but you somehow want to reach the very distant points of your own heart. Arrive in your big, big heart. And when you arrive there, out there, then you are also behind. You feel how big your heart is behind. And actually through this, you also feel your heart in the middle, as a part of it. And then you do a second ooh from this heart, and it's carefully, it says. And then correspond with yourself. How do I myself live in my body? What has my body, whom has all the life experience in it, to tell me? And through this, allow yourself to grow. And by doing this, we actually create a cross, a horizontal ooh and a vertical ooh. Let's do it with the words Adele is speaking for us.
Thereby, one should immerse oneself into one's inner being. Carefully consult with oneself.
And what I was wanting to invite you to was to experience your inner being not as small, but as that big. And then, you really start talking with yourself in your body, and that's a different level, a different thing, what you're doing and what you can experience differently. From this we go on. After Saturday U comes Sunday AO, and it consists from R and U. So let's do an R at the moment above, and we try to reach also again our big heart, and we have the feeling out there there are things which have to do with us, our principles, our ideals, and we let them stream in, and we receive them in our heart, because the R is in streaming. We experience in our center what lives out there. And when our heart has received this, we let it, and we experience its strength, we use this strength to create the U, and then we go from our center out there, and now we become creative and create, not only in the center, but we create new things also in our periphery, from out our center. And also this we can try to do with the words of Steiner, which Adele is speaking for us.
Examine one's principles and develop them.
So the idea is, one's principles is not living in my head and what have my parents told me. No, I want to refer to the principles which really live in my very big heart, which are myself. And I examine them, I receive them, and I develop them further out there. I create new ones. Try it once again, if you can grasp a little bit of this in the feeling of the body.
Examine one's principles.
Really wait, can you feel it's out there, and I examine them in my center, but they are out there.
And develop them.
Can you sense that you are now strong in your center, but you are active, or through this you influence what's going on out there in your periphery, and you can nearly feel it and nearly see it. And let go and breathe. Yeah, and after Sunday we have Monday. The I, in the way it is used in the German language, is an R-E-E, as this process, I. It will come back a little bit later on the Mercury day again, but then it's less a process, then it's more a state of being. Yes? But now we have the R-E-E. And we do it immediately together with Adele.
Consider one's knowledge, or the opposite, carefully in one's thoughts.
Why did I choose these gestures for these words? Or what do I try to experience there? When we have this art gesture, Yeah? We again have this in-streaming quality, but let it be connected with our life experience. Yeah? It has a connection to our lower body as well, and in a way we feel also already the weight of everything. We consider our knowledge, what's there. And then we build this E, this gesture of consciousness, the arms cross. And this meeting means creating consciousness, perceiving opposite qualities and bringing them in a dialogue, and creating clarity through this. And then we do this E gesture, when it says, and think it through. Yeah? And thinking has this one-directional quality, but why do I walk? Because thinking does not only take place in the head, it needs will in it to really grasp the depths. For this, try to create this E gesture in a way that this wanting to thinking becomes a deed. And use the sole of your feet and to touch the floor to feel this earnestness that you really think with your whole being and not only with your head. And then just let go. And then we create this another I, which we know pretty well already, this just perceiving things, accepting things, and by welcoming things, healing them, and arriving by oneself means creating energy. Let's do the whole sentence now. The R-A-E, one after the other, and then the combined I gesture, where we weigh our duties. And by weighing them, generating a positive relationship, giving them the chance to transform from weight to a carrying quality.
Consider one's knowledge, or the opposite, carefully in one's thoughts.
Great. And try to achieve that you are not doing an I as a symbol for thinking and then walk forward, but that you put such an intensity or alertness into this growing of the I that you create the steps through this, that your I gesture creates your steps. From there, we just go on from Monday to Tuesday. Mars, the E in the German language and the E in the English language. And there the principle is, when you build a big E, that you have one arm is connected to the opposite shoulder and the other one is connected to the, again, opposite shoulder. So that when you really stretch out, your shoulders come in and build a center. And then you can really feel this center as a sort of content. And then from there, build this E gesture in a way that, again, you create this point of consciousness, but you realize this raying out reaches the periphery, and you're really out there. And actually just do it once again. Have this big stretching out, feeling by going out, creating the content you can feel. And then from there, bring all this light with you into this E and realize all this light which you brought with you becomes conscious now in the small gesture. And it rests out again into the big. So in this, the big lifts and becomes conscious. And just for a while, relax your arms and breathe. And then we do it together with Adele.
Think about the content and the true purpose of life.
So actually now I'm in the periphery. And before I was in my center, thinking about the content. Okay, from there now we go to the I gesture, which in German is the E, which has this state, this way of a state of being in the I. And here I invite you just to lift the right foot a little bit, and then just from the heart stretch it and ray through it. And by raying through it, the upper body starts to stretch and the heels become light. But I only do it by raying downwards through the leg. And then I step forward and I do the same with the left leg. From the heart, I ray through the leg, stretch it, and I really go into this leg. That's my purpose, that's what interests me. And this stretches my body, my self-awareness grows also there. I experience light in my being now. And the suggestion is that you recollect that the right side has a very different quality from the left side. The right side is the extroverted side, and the left side more the tender side, the receiving one. And also the one of where the essential lives, the things which have time, eternity, and so on. So, and now we do it with the words which Adele speaks and try to experience these two different qualities in our legs and let this come into our consciousness through the reaction of our upper body. Right leg.
Have serious displeasure about one's own mistakes. And imperfections.
Yes, the mistakes, outer things, this has been broken, this I did not manage. And with the left step, hey, am I okay? What's wrong with me? Where are my problems? Just you go into your legs, but with this experience, these two fields of experiences, and just listen to them. And then it goes on. We just recall what we have experienced, this consciousness, this uprightness, we take it now into our heart. Yes, we have noticed we are not perfect, things did not happen as they should, but yes, that's how I am. I am okay. In my heart still burns a flame. And then we go even one step further, and from this still strong experience and a little bit also tough, we go one step further into our tenderness, because in the deepest level of the heart, everything is open and caringly, also towards ourselves. And we remember that the heart actually is a loving quality, raying quality, happy quality, light-filled quality. And only when we reach this kind of quality, we are really on the way to find what's really important, what does really matter. It needs this listening. And again, we try that what we feel in our heart also affects our will. And we allow that this tender quality takes us along a little bit without becoming hard in any way. We just stay in this beautiful, raying, lightful quality. So what we try here is, we look at our mistakes, at our imperfections, we say yes to it, I feel myself, but then we transcend it to the level which really matters. Let's try it together with Adele.
Have serious displeasure about one's own mistakes and imperfections. In a word, seek to find the essential, the enduring,
And breathe, relax, feel your body, your legs, your uprightness, your breath. Before, after, we have now been at Wednesday, Mercury, the I. We pursue to Thursday, to the O. And you might recollect that we had this beautiful O above the head, representing in a way high ideals. And let's just have this again in mind. Yeah? An O which really looks out far, where our high ideals live. And then let's recall that our will impulse, the real future we want to achieve on earth, lives in our lower system. And then try to create a beautiful O with the thighs that encompasses the O above. That our ideals do not only live up there, but they are taken into our lower system to become fruitful there. And from there, we just remember how beautiful it is to have this picture of the swan which carries its beauty on his back. And what lives in this O behind, and we give a little bit of empathy in the O behind, it can grow in a way that it makes us step forward like a swan. It pushes us a little bit. We're not just walking, but the water brings us forward and also backward. And I really do it with the feeling in my arms. This O, what we did, lives as a potential in me, and I really care for it there, even if I cannot fully bring it now. So let's do it with the words Rudolf Steiner has chosen at this level in his going through the path in a very brief form.
and pursue corresponding goals. For example, virtues. That are to be attained earnestly.
And do this path like a meditation of what am I carrying within me, what wants to be born. And then let go. And we arrive at the last step of the path, the Friday the A, the Venus. And we just open up to the earth. We welcome the earth and we really touch them with our feet. And we just take things as they are and we take them in. We let them stream into us. And then we just meditate them a little bit. And from there, what we feel, how things are, we just let our arms, they are, rise slowly through the light. The light carries it up into, yes, what's guiding us from above. And both can come together. And it's simply close our feet and feel this light from above supporting us, flowing into us. Let's do it with the words of Adele. They begin at the heart.
Do not make the mistake of thinking one has done something well, but constantly strive towards the highest precedent.
And receive it. And let go. And I suggest that you don't interpret the sentence as you shouldn't think you have done things well, not in the way, okay, I did not do them well, but just in a way you open up towards how things went. And then you let them come in. And all what you do is you do not judge them. You do not tell yourself, oh, I did it well in order to protect you. You just let things in your perceptions the way they come into your mind. You don't make things better, but you also don't make them worse. You just accept what's there and you think it. You sink into it. And then let your arms rise. After contemplating what was there, what is there, what else is there? What's behind it? And then you can close it down there. And receive also the gifts from above which you need, which you really need to be able to walk the path. And just to finish it, or to bring it together, let's do the TAO now. From there, lift your arms as we did in the T, from time to time. And then notice this answer from above. What's coming from above, and just accompany what's coming from above until it reaches your head. And allow it that it can pass your head. Your head should not stop what's coming from there. And allow that it reaches your heart. And then your heart jumps full of joy, yes, and opens the space. And then you can really receive and let come what's coming from above. And then you must open up a little bit that it can really stream, that you can give it further to the earth. Just let go. And then when you really have let gone, you yourself can go even a little bit deeper into the earth. You sink down. And just by going down even deeper, a stream comes spout which forms this O gesture from below, full of life and truth, full of your own true self. And Rudolf Steiner has suggested an order of tones, musical tones, which accompany this, and is actually given 4 tones for it. Yeah? One for the opening, one for receiving the light, and then the lower ones to really give it to our lower system, to really let go, and then an even lower one, even more letting go, which actually lets us return to ourselves in our heart and become able to meet people on the heart level and to give from the heart. The TAO, the Leo O, starts at the heart with Leo and it ends at the heart as a gift from the earth. We do it one time with music. Let's now do the whole sequence together with Adele. We start at our heart, go down, feel the calves in connection with our heart.
From time to time, look into yourself, even if only for 5 minutes a day, at the same time. Thereby one should immerse oneself into one's inner being. Carefully consult with oneself. Examine one's principles and develop them. Consider one's knowledge, or the opposite, carefully in one's thoughts. And weigh up one's duties. Think about the content and the true purpose of life. Have serious displeasure about one's own mistakes and imperfections. In a word, seek to find the essential, the enduring. And pursue corresponding goals. For example, virtues. That are to be attained earnestly. Do not make the mistake of thinking that one has done something well, but strive constantly towards the highest precedent. This exercise is also called the right mindfulness.
For those of you who still want to try it out, we can do it one more time without talking. And for those of you who have enough, they can just already sit down and start to relax and just watch. What do you remember? What kind of feelings? What kind of differentiations become possible? Take a breath, relax, enjoy, and take a seat to rest for a while, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and to listen to the resonance of what you have been doing now. What are the feelings, the sensations in your body? But also, how content is your soul? How much do you feel at home in yourself? But even how present, how do you feel your spirit now? Whatever this is. How present are you in yourself? Let the pictures arise as they want. It's the interest of you which makes things happen, which makes your body happy, lets it grow and support you, and walk with you on the path.